Well, very good morning, YouTube. It's currently November 2nd, 2025. It's Sunday. It's about 7:10 in the morning or so. I remounted my new battery in my bag that velcros onto the rack, and then I bungeed it down too. And it feels pretty secure, so hopefully this time it actually is secure and doesn't try to come loose or pop off. It's about 60 degrees out here. I was just working on the bike and I already felt kind of warm, so actually I'm just wearing a t-shirt, but it feels kind of nice. Kind of enjoying the chill. Anywho, so I'm gonna go for my ride now. I had because I had to take my tools out of the bag, I had to put them in my backpack. And there was at least 10 pounds of tools, various bits and bobs, and I went through it and eliminated about 5 pounds of it, or actually about 2-3 pounds out of my tool bag, and then about 3 more pounds out of my backpack of stuff I didn't need to really carry on me right now. So they kind of evened out a little bit. So my backpack definitely feels a lot better now than it did yesterday for my short little fail trip. I don't know how many of you saw that. That kind of sucked. I got flustered and confused and almost caused a couple accidents trying to get back to my house, and with my battery not flying off. So the mount definitely did not stick to the mounting tape. That's what happened. And also the tape, when I went to peel it off the rack, it came right off. So whatever paint is on that rack, it's not good for mounting tape. It won't adhere to it. The adhesive is not strong. The adhesion, I mean. So, yeah. I may end up getting some old t-shirts and putting them in that bag too, and wrapping the battery in them just so it doesn't rattle around as much. So it's bungeed down, but it seems to be kind of banging on the rack right now. I don't want anything getting jostled loose in it, which is what I think happened to the triangle battery it just replaced. I think riding on these roads just tore up the battery over time. Too much vibration and stuff. That's what happened to the electric battery. There was too much road vibration and it just knocked something loose. What that something is, I don't know, because I'm not a battery builder. I'm a battery user. I know how they function and all that, but I'm not gonna try to get to the guts of a battery and try to go through it and take a chance of injuring myself. I'll do splices to the cable connectors and stuff like that, but that's pretty much all I'll do with a battery. So now when I get this battery paid off, the next mission is to get another battery to pay off for the front motor. So I can start having massive range again, hopefully. See, I'm getting kind of worried right now. What the heck? Okay, it went back up. I don't know. This new battery is dropping power really fast. What the hell? Did they send me Don't tell me they sent me a defective damn battery, dude. I don't know, man. It's already down to... I started, my resting voltage was 53.6 volts. And now it's down to 51 just under 52 already, and I've only gone a half a mile. That's shitty. It's only hooked up to a 1,000 watt controller and a 500 watt motor. It shouldn't be discharging that much. However, I do think I have this monitor set at max amp withdrawal, amp draw, so that might be part of it. But it said that continuous max discharge of the battery, I think it's like 40 amps or something. It can peak at 80 amps for a little while, but you're not supposed to run it like that for very long. When I get a second here, I need to glance down at my wheel and see if it's looking like, I think there's a couple broken spokes in it. Make sure it's not like super wobbly. No, that's okay. So technically, I actually decreased the amount of weight I'm carrying on the bike by about 6 pounds. Because the battery, the triangle battery and this battery both weighed about 12 pounds each, so that was just a simple swap of weight. Nope, I already lost the bar. This is a 20 amp hour battery. There's no way in hell I should have lost the bar already. Well, I got about 2 weeks to return it if it's defective, so I'll ride around on it for a while and get my money back, I guess. I have a dual motor bike. There's no way in hell I should have lost the bar already. That should have been like at least 7 miles I could have gone before I lost the bar. Nope, it went back up a bar. So yeah, the thing is, the battery, it kind of needs to cycle a few times to get it to where it's going to be performing at its best efficiency. So that might just be what's going on right now. I'm hoping that's what's going on right now. And also, riding around on it in the cool morning weather is probably not the best time to be trying to do this, because you kind of need optimal temperatures to really get your new battery to function the best initially, which will probably be like in the 70s, not the 60 degree temperature. But unless of course they have it labeled as a 20 amp hour battery and it's only like a little 10 amp hour or some shit. But why would it weigh 12 pounds unless they put a bunch of weights in it or some shit? I mean, I thought the price on it was a little sus. $116 for a 20 amp hour battery is kind of cheap, even though everything's like going like 60 volts and shit now. But I don't know. Or this battery may have just been sitting on the shelf for a long ass time. I know you're thinking to yourself, like, well, Larry, you're a big guy, man. Your battery is probably just discharging a lot because you're a big guy. And I'm like, no. Because that other triangle battery I just replaced, when it was working at peak performance, I wouldn't lose a bar until I'd gone like 7 miles. So if it is defective, that means the top end of the battery is defective. Luckily, I haven't modified anything on the battery. I did strip the adapter cable that came with one I needed to put on my controller a little bit back, but nothing that would damage it. Just I took a little bit of insulation off of it. to give myself more room to when I splice it together. So if I drop another bar at about 2 more miles, then I definitely know I'm going to be sending this battery back, or I don't know how I'm going to do that, because, well, I got it through AliExpress and there's a guarantee on it, so at least for the first like 2 weeks or 20 days or some shit. Probably not going to take it for a really long ride on the first day of officially riding on it. Probably just do a little 8 mile, might do a little 8 mile trip for now. You know, when people steal electric bikes, like in LA, because you always see those piles of bikes in other people's YouTube videos, and a lot of e-bikes are in them, and you're like, what were they thinking? They stole an e-bike, but they have no way to charge it because they don't have a charger for it. Then they just have a really heavy bike that ends up in a pile somewhere. It's kind of silly. I want to give it the gas, but I don't know. I also don't want to give it the gas. I need to turn the tripometer on and see. So I've gone 3.2 miles so far. No, I've already dropped 2 bars. I've already dropped 2 bars on this brand new battery. Shit. Well, I guess I'm returning this thing, getting my first payment back. I should be able to get home okay, but man, that sucks, dude. I knew it was too good to be true. Damn, that means I gotta go hook my other battery back up, and that's a pain in the ass. I gotta change that. It's a good thing when I cut the other connector off the controller, I left enough wire on the connector that I'd be able to re-splice it back on there. Good thing I thought ahead. Man. I have the worst luck. I think my luck's finally turning around and shit like this happens. And this battery on the side, it said it was rated for up to like 1500 watts or some shit. My rear motor only peaks at like 1300. So, yeah, awesome. And I gotta keep starting and stopping all the freaking way home. I almost made a U-turn back there on 48th Street, but I didn't want to chance it with where the sun's sitting at and have someone get blinded, not see me, and then run me over or some shit. I just figured I'd just go up and around my usual way. Yeah, it's like all the way down to like 48, 49 volts after just over 4 miles. It should yeah, it's like struggling up this hill right now. Normally it doesn't struggle up this, that. Well, no, that's about normal. The seed debris and shit in the road. It was windy like yesterday or the day before. You know how like sometimes you can't really hear the wind? Sometimes like my windows in my house are all double pane, so a lot of the time we can't hear the wind, but you can feel the change in the pressure. Again, lady, why are you walking in the bike lane when there's a sidewalk right next to you? I don't understand people. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyways. I'm just going to go straight. I'm not going to be cutting through side streets right now. Stick to the roads with bike lanes and a little bit better road conditions. Hopefully. Oh shit, that was something. Right when I say that, I run something over. What are the odds? Around here, pretty great. So I'm gonna try to mostly just coast down this. Something sounds like it's rattling loose on my bike. I think it might be I have a couple of thicker zip ties I left on there that I didn't take off. That might be what's making that noise, but it sounds like metal rattling. This battery should be solving my range anxiety, not making it worse. It definitely feels worse right now. I need to do my brakes again. Not stopping me very well. At least my rear one's not. My front one seemed like it was grabbing pretty good. Either that or they sent me a used battery. I mean, it looked clean. It didn't look blemished. It didn't look like anybody tried to clean up a mess that had been on it or something. The connections all looked clean. So, but you know, all they have to do to make the connections look clean is change them. Change the one on the battery and change the one on the mount, and just recycle it and send it back out. So I may have got a used battery too. Because on that other battery, I'd get all the way to Cal State, San Bernardino, which is like 5 miles away from my house before I lost a bar. Sometimes I go even further before I lost a bar. So, man, that just pisses me off. Now this light's pissing me off. There it goes. There she blows. She'd be changing now. And my stress levels are going up because now I got to deal with the process of getting this battery returned. I don't want to try to charge me a restocking fee, or I have to ship it back at my own expense or something. But AliExpress said it should be covered. I think if the seller doesn't do it, then AliExpress will cover it, all the shipping costs and stuff. I mean, if they offer to send me another battery, I'll take it. But they better not try to charge me the difference. I'm like, no. I'm not the one that sent me a defective battery. You guys are. You know, I think like cars, e-bikes should be able to come in whatever power you want them in. And it should be up to you to obey the speed limits and the class 3 rules and stuff like that. Like if I try to just keep my speed at 20, even though I can go faster than 20, I should be able to have a 72 volt e-bike. It's like they don't do that to cars. They let cars be whatever powers they're going to be. And then it's up to the driver to obey the speed limits and stuff. So why don't they do that for bikes or e-bikes? Of course, people are going to break the law and speed on their e-bikes, but people do it in their cars all the time. You see people getting pulled over on YouTube all the freaking time and causing massive accidents, racing each other on the freeway and stuff, and running from the cops when they get caught speeding. So it's like people are gonna speed if they want to speed. That's what they're gonna do. Hamstringing the rest of us who aren't gonna do that is a little unfair. Making all these arbitrary rules and judgments and judging the e-bike community as a whole based on a few bad actors is not cool. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to people who just want to go out and leisurely ride and they only got to obey by all these new rules they keep creating because other people ride like assholes. That's not cool. And one other thing they need to do, they need to quit classifying e-motos as e-bikes. E-motos, like Surons and Talarias, even if you slap a pedal kit on that thing's still not an e-bike. It's an e-moto. It's an electronic motorcycle. Or electric motorcycle. E-bikes are completely different. They use similar powertrains, but you can actually pedal an e-bike over a long distance. I don't think I've ever seen anybody try to pedal an e-moto really far. What sucks is even if I return this and get my money back, I can't afford to do another payment plan. I mean, I probably could, but I'd have to go somewhere else and pay more money for it. And I was able to do the 31, 37 every 2 weeks, but if I have to do like 40 or 50 or something, I'm not going to be able to do it because I don't know if I'm getting any EBT this month still. I got to feed myself and I got to make my credit card payment. So remember, to help me out with that, I have a GoFundMe. Also, I have a bunch of discount links in my description for e-bike brands and Defective diagnostic tools and Insta360 action cameras and accessories. If you go use my codes on stuff you may need or want, you get a discount with my codes, and then I get a kickback, and that really helps me out a lot. So check those out if you are so inclined. I need to see if I can work with some more affiliate links on some more brands. Try to check out the more popular ones and see if they have affiliate programs. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to do better with a more popular brand. But like I have Angway down there, and I've got Ghost e-bikes. I think it's Ghost. Oh no, Goat. I've got Goat e-bikes in there. I'd hit up Super 73, but they're kind of like going by the wayside since their bikes, because of their lawsuit, had to get super limited on speed and stuff. Kind of sucks. They're the only ones that had to go through that crap. Everybody else hasn't been hit yet. But I'm assuming they probably will. Yeah, I'm all the way down to 2 bars now. Damn, dude. I went about 8 miles and lost 3 bars. That's ridiculous. I wasn't even losing 3 bars on the other battery after 8 miles. And I was babying, you saw that. I was starting and stopping and using downhills and coasting, and this is definitely defective. I'm not even going to plug it in. There's no point. I'm going to have to take it off of here. I got to find the on and off button on here. I can't feel the button. That's what she said to me. There we go. I got it. All right. Dang it. Maybe I will go plug it in. I don't know. I'm so bummed out, guys. I thought I was like all set. Man, that pisses me off so much. Shoot. Well, there I was saying how good high-long e-bike batteries are, but this was my review of my new e-bike battery, and it sucks. So, yeah. I am going to plug it in, though, just to... Shit, see, I can't find the damn... What the hell's the... Oh, there's fabric blocking it or something. This was so easy earlier when I did this. Just to test it. Now I can't even get the damn... There it is. Okay. Man, guys, I'm so bummed out right now. So, remember, it would be super duper awesome if you could like, subscribe, comment, share. Subscribers, thank you for hanging in there. New subscribers, welcome to the channel. Random viewers, consider subscribing. I'm trying really hard, guys, and I'm just not succeeding, and it's really beginning to frustrate the hell out of me. So, sorry this wasn't a very positive video, but this shit happens, you know. And with that, remember to have a wonderful whatever, wherever you are, and I'll see you all in my next e-bike video. Okay, bye.